thing, I asked ChatGPT how much the company paid the Lisa, and without going to search any sources, ChatGPT output to me and say, Lisa organically loved the toy, and then she promoted organically. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's a politically correct answer. When you ask about how much they get paid and stuff like that, which are being filtered,
Right.
where the answer is already catching like, oh, this is kind of a trick question where I cannot commit myself, and therefore will not give you an answer.
Yeah.
Even
No,
though
I'm okay with saying the ChatGPT saying, well, there's no information we don't know, but instead they advocate it and say it's an organic one. They positively say it's organic.
Okay.
So that, without
I don't know what the algorithm.
without there's no proof of that.
Yeah. Very good.
Hi, I'm David Beckham. From Auckland, New Zealand.
Have you heard about that new plush toy that Lisa was promoting? Lisa from Blackpink.
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, so you know how many millions of plush toy before? It's not something new, not something unique. But some Chinese company, I think Pop Mart or something, they have a plush toy, and then they asked Lisa to promote it. Well, I mean, not officially. Officially, it is organically Lisa loved the toy, so she put a photo of that. And now even grown men are queuing at the shop at 2 a.m. in the morning to buy that toy.
Okay.
So that's similar to what you said, right? It's like the way you can market and brand can change even a product that doesn't make any value into something that people queue and buy.
Well, in this case, that sounds like it. I mean, if you use someone from Blackpink, I mean, the notoriety that they have, or she has, and they manage to finance that acquisition of that person, then now whether there's a longevity in that is different, right? Because
of course, it's like a fad,
right? So it might help kickstart, or create momentum and volatility in your business. But then, if you get rid of that person in your sort of promotional approach, your marketing approach, is that going to kill your product? Are you going to be out of breath, right? So the issue with this is the continuity and whether there's longevity into the strategy and how much it's going to cost you. So if it's cost you $1 million to get that person to do that kind of promotion, then if you make 10 million out of it, then there's an ROI.
Exactly.
But if you don't, now also beyond that, people are adopting a product based on an experience. But if the product fails during that experience, it doesn't matter what whoever is promoting this, whether it's president or whatever country or whatever influencer. Consumers today are not stupid, so I think they're willing to try something.
They queue.
They're willing to try. They're willing to try, but if the product fails, I don't think they're gonna queue anymore.
Of course,
right? The version
but
2.
But I mean, the plush toy had very little to fail as a product. There's nothing to. It's just a toy, and it doesn't move even. Right. It's like might as well be a pillow, right? So
Correct.
There's nothing to fail on it, right? And the funny thing, okay, you reckon from your experience that sort of celebrity status like Lisa, it will cost about $1 million easily, right?
Easily,
Easily,
that
right?
was a number, a random number. But I was not far off.
You know what's the funny thing? I asked ChatGPT how much the company paid to Lisa, and without going to search any sources, ChatGPT output to me and say, Lisa organically loved the toy, and then she promoted organically. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's a politically correct answer.
Right? I mean, not only that.
With all due respect, I mean, she got paid for it.
Yeah, definitely, right?
Any influencers, that's their business, right?
And not only that, because they have managers and they got companies, labels, right? They're not going to promote any random, they're not going to allow her to post any random stuff. They're going to damage her brand.
Sure, totally.
Yeah, so she needs approval and all these steps. So there's no way she can go to a show and say, oh, I like this toy. Here's me and the toy.
Correct.
Right.
There might be exception to it when one of those influencers are caught on camera, with a particular product,
right.
and suddenly the company will start like
even then the company will probably shut it down, right? They're not going to allow it to
They're not
spread.
allowed.
Yeah.
They're not allowed.
So I point out all these.
But the users are.
Right, of course.
The users are. So whoever took that picture, right?
Yeah.
At pure random.
Yeah.
And start spreading this on social networks,
Yeah.
Little clip or on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing the brand can do. There's nothing this person can do really to stop the virality
Yes.
of that particular content, right?
Yeah.
And then that can create something that's out of control.
Yeah. So I point out all these stuff to ChatGPT, and then only then ChatGPT come back and say, it is possible they paid Lisa. But isn't it funny that the first default answer was organic? It's almost like there was spoon-feed the answer already in the system.
I think that there are.
So it should be on the neutral side, right? It should be there's no sources, so we don't know. That should be the answer.
I think
but he would just go directly to the organic route.
Yeah, there are topics like when you ask about how much they get paid and stuff like that, which are being filtered.
Right.
Where the answer is already catching like, this is kind of a trick question where I cannot commit myself. And therefore will not give you an answer. Even though
I'm okay with saying the ChatGPT saying, well, there's no information, we don't know. But instead they aggregate it and say, is it organic one? They positively say, is it organic?
Okay.
So without
I don't know the algorithm.
Without there's no proof of that.
Yeah. Very good.